Lately, I've been doing a series, 25 trading resolutions for 2025 and beyond. Number 16, I will hold myself accountable. And that is a big one. You get into this business thinking that, man, this is gonna be great. I don't have to answer to anyone. Well, it's like that's the good and the bad all rolled into one. As Robert Rotella from Rotella Capital Management said, you do not have to explain reasons to a high official to escape censure. You have a far harder task. You must instead justify your actions to yourself. There's no way to hide when trading because you always stand alone. Doug Hirschhorn says, asking to be held accountable isn't a sign of weakness. It's an indication that you know yourself. So as I've said before, I don't know if it was in Dave Landry swing trading way back in, geez, when did I write that? 2000 maybe? Seems like every time I write a book, there's the bear market. I've been working on one for years. It'll probably never get published, but a lot of the stuff you see in these presentations comes from that. Anyway, there's no one to answer to or justify your actions to, so it is the ultimate freedom. Now, the thing is, because you're not holding yourself accountable, a lot of times it's like, you know what you're doing wrong, you know what you're doing wrong. As I said 1,000 times, I'll try to keep it short. A client several years back, it's probably been 10 years now, he was on my trading service, and we had kind of a choppy period, kind of like we went through now lately, like the last 6 months or so. And we didn't set the world on fire, but we kept our heads above the water and made a few bucks. Okay, not enough to brag about. But anyway, he said I can't make any money with service, and he demanded I looked at all his trades. And it's like, this is kind of not what I want to get into. But he was insistent, so I did it. And I said, okay, I've got good news. Like you did fairly well. In fact, you did perfect following the service. You did everything you were supposed to do in the service. Stops, profit targets, taking the trades. It's like it's just a beautiful groundwork for this is what you do and this is what you did, good, bad, and different. And I said the reason you lost money was you had 21 day trades, and I think it was Continental Air, which no longer exists. And he said, I was kind of shocked because I know. So it's like he knew. And then in another conversation, because he does really well and he's a really good trader, he's actually a good scalper, which is amazing. But in another one of our interludes or whatever, he said, I was asking him, it's like, look, what if you did this? What if you told your wife, you're following this Dave Landry guy, he's got this trading service, and he's wrong a lot, but over time, he tends to do okay, and I'm going to follow everything he says and be prepared for some losses. But I'm going to show you what he says, and then I'll show you what I did. And then obviously, if you did all these other ancillary trades too. And he says, oh no, that would end the marriage. So it's like he knew or he knows that he's doing the wrong thing. So you know what you're doing wrong, you know what you're doing wrong.